Look at these other podcasts out here with a point. Doing interviews, trying to educate you, or change the world. No, we don't do that here. Here, we look around, see things, go places, do things, and round up the best so you can forget the rest. Here, we rank 'em up.
Hello and welcome back to Rank 'em Up. I am Craig and I am with you here with three of my good friends.
What's up?
Hi, how you guys doing?
Oh, we're excited.
That's Lilo.
Hey.
And there's Don. He's searching ponderously on his phone for something. That's him groaning. Then Lilo and Kimberto, how you doing?
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good, you guys
I'm doing
switched
good.
seats on me.
Yeah.
No, you
We
didn't.
don't-
No,
no,
you
I-
didn't.
We're
Yeah.
same spots.
That's same spots everywhere. Why do we do that? Why do we sit in the same spots every
I don't
week?
know. It's just like in college, man. It's like
just-
I always sit in the same spot in college.
For those at home, Lilo is always on my right. Don is always in front of me, and Gilberto is always on my left. I don't know why we always do that.
It
but
just grew on us, I think.
That's where
Yeah.
we are for 22 episodes now. This is
Right. This is how we've done
This is
it.
how we've done it.
22 hours.
22,
Almost.
probably a little more
Right,
than 22
close to
hours.
24.
For all of you that
Yeah,
have
stuff.
listened for that much, we give you a big hand.
Yes.
Thank you.
Super
Thank you for
round
being
of
here.
applause.
Yeah. We've gotten quite a few new followers here in the past few weeks. Our Twitter's kind of taken off, and we're thankful for that. We've gotten followed by a lot of different shows, a lot of different people. We gave a lot of free publicity out for some other podcasts last week. Some of us gave other podcasts.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Thank you for all your suggestions for Lilo. Hopefully you found
appreciate
some
it.
good new shows to listen to. And hopefully you found some good shows to listen to from us. And keep sending those tweets out to the other shows telling them that you found them from us. Does that make sense? Anyway, do that. Don, how can they get in touch with us?
First of all, you can go to @RankEmUp on Twitter, just like @2earbuds did, @Plural of You, @the Jupiter Boys, and @Alan Widener. Hopefully he's cool with me saying his name on there. Go to @RankEmUp on Twitter. You can find all of our shows and talk to us. And we're pretty good at getting back to you because we really have nothing to do but sit in front of a computer all day. Go to Facebook. You can like us, visit, be a fan of our show page, comment with other people. Go to YouTube and see all the archives, because once you get hooked on things we need on a desert island. Did I just ruin the title for you?
No.
All right, things we need on a desert island today. You can go back, listen to the chocolate caramel peanut butter debate, the Gilberto didn't prepare for the show debate, where he gets really angry at me. Although, whatever.
No, I prepared. I just said I agreed to that topic because I was going to say when Mexico won the gold medal. So that was it. I had to throw that in
I
your
was
face.
talking about a different show. No. That was a joke.
Outed yourself.
Subscribe on iTunes and then go to Stitcher if you're an Android person, a very smart, intelligent, computer savvy Android user. Go to Stitcher. There you go.
That's right.
Yeah. Android users.
We are talking about things we would need on a deserted island this week.
Wait, before we go, sorry, I did want to throw out one quick super thanks to John. John, dude, you know who you are. Thanks for listening to the show, and thanks for all the kind words on the Facebooks. We appreciate your listens, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
Awesome. Hopefully you're not stranded on a deserted island, but if you are, you could listen to this show on all those avenues that Don just told you about. All right, who should start this week? Let's see. How about Lilo? You start this week. How about that?
Sure, all right. That sounds great.
Let's hear what you got to say.
Great. Number 5.
He said Lilo, not Gilberto.
Stop stealing Gilberto's lines.
Sorry, man.
That's his phrase,
Catchphrase. Catchphrase, though.
We need to put his face on a T-shirt that just says "Great."
Absolutely.
Then
on
we
his
get
mouth.
sued by Kellogg's, by the Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It probably would. All right, so things we would need on a deserted island. Number 5. I'm just going to say it. I have no backstory for this. I will say, though, that my list is going to get kind of weird and kind of wheels off. Because I wouldn't know what to bring with me or hope that I had on a deserted island. So, number 5, I would want to have MacGyver with me.
Just put him in your suitcase.
That's right. He can just live in my duffel bag.
He's getting kind of old these days, though.
He is getting kind of
Richard
old.
Dean Anderson.
Yeah, he's not the youngest. He's not a spring chicken anymore. you probably would need 2 sticks of gum instead of just one. Now.
They have the whole MacGyver series on Hulu, and you can watch it for free.
Oh, awesome.
Kids under like 30 may not know that.
Yeah, they're not
going
to understand who MacGyver is anyway.
They might know MacGruber.
It's your Inspector
Right.
Gadget. No, wait, Inspector Gadget sold too. I don't know. Power Rangers? They didn't do anything. Really.
They didn't build explosives using a toothpick, a pencil, a little stick of copper, and some gum.
Yep.
Yeah, no, they did not.
Yeah.
Did they even have that now? What do they have? They have nothing.
Really?
There's nothing. They have maker schools.
Roberto, you have a young child. What does he watch?
If watches a lot of YouTube, a lot of Minecraft gamer shows.
All right. So,
Okay.
Meatloaf.
I feel like that's a lie.
Not a
MacGyver.
lie.
So he could make me explosives if I need to get into something to find resources or.
If you have C4,
yeah.
you can actually cook with that too, so it has double, like...
See, there
Uses.
you go. I wouldn't know that, but MacGyver would.
He probably would.
He's like a doctorate, right? He was a doctorate or something.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it was like discount Indiana Jones.
Now it all makes sense. I liked his boss, Dana Elcar. That guy was the man. He just MacGyver. And what's the buddy? The buddy guy. The buddy with the jacket. He was like...
Yeah, I don't remember that guy's name though either.
I looked it up. He's been in a lot of stuff. I swear he's had a more successful career than MacGyver. If you think about it. Other than, a Stargate, but man, he milked Stargate. That other guy, anyway, so there you go. I like MacGyver. That's a good one.
Thank you.
I feel like mine is going to be the most conventional, and you guys are going to be the most imaginative. When usually it's somewhere in the middle of the other way around. Whatever though. So
That'll be
anyway,
a change of pace. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, if I was on a deserted island. And I only needed 5 things. I only really need 2 things, but I'll take 5. I'll take 5 things with me.
It's a luxury for you, Nan.
Exactly. I was in Boy Scouts. I was in the military. We only need a couple things. We can make it work. As long if we want to be vegetarian, that'll be fine. Whatever.
I will survive, all right?
Right. As long as there's a cheese tray.
You might be forced to be a vegetarian. You know what? You can do it. You'll survive. All right. Number 5, hatchet. Why? To make shelter. You need a shelter. All right, you need a hatchet. A hatchet will, and if you can throw it, then even better. You can hit an animal. I don't know how you're going to cook it with just a hatchet, but you know what? Have a hatchet. You can make, you can make a rope.
It's a good utility tool.
Yeah,
it is.
A hatchet is a do-it-all thing that you need. And I was going to put like Rambo's knife. And by the way, did you hear the news today that Sylvester Stallone retired from Rambo? There's going to be no more Sylvester Stallone Rambos.
Oh.
Yep, I did hear that.
I feel like we can rank the Rambos now officially because there's going to be no more. Because after Sylvester Stallone, like who? Who's the English guy? Colin Farrell? Is he going to be Rambo? I don't think so.
What's Frank Stallone doing?
Right.
By the way, just to throw it back to the podcast, him on Adam Carolla show. Hilarious. It's really good. All right. So yeah, hatchet, man. You can, make rope, or you can do whatever you want with a hatchet. It's a very versatile tool. Hammer, there you go. Make us. First you need is shade and to survive. You need some shade because if you're in the heat on a deserted island, it's not good. The sun is your worst enemy technically. All right, there you go,
Caberto, your number 5.
My number 5 is also very practical, very simple. I would have a fishing net with me because I cannot be a vegetarian.
That's good one. That's a good one.
All right.
Question: do you know how to work a fishing net?
I would figure it out.
You'd have a lot of time to practice.
Yes, you
It's
would.
true.
But
Exactly.
are fish going to be that
Exactly.
close to you? Like, do you even know what a fishing
I'd
net
figure it
entails?
out. I'd find where the fishes
How
are
big
at.
of a fishing net would you
know what?
need?
Did you ever see Tom Hanks in Castaway?
Exactly.
They're pretty close.
You have a lot of time to pass.
Right.
Exactly.
You could spend a lot fishing.
And hunger makes a man crazy.
That's right.
Yes, it does.
Those carp. They cook up just as nice.
That's right. Magikarp.
Yeah. Speaking of Magikarp, my number 5.
Ah, okay.
Trying to diversify the video game reference here.
There's going to be a lot of time to pass, and you got to have something to do that you can enjoy passing the time with. And so I would bring my Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah. Nice.
You can't bring your PlayStation, you can't bring your Xbox, but a Nintendo 3DS, it's a portable console. You can watch YouTube on that. It's got the internet. It's got an internet browser, and you can play Pokemon on it.
Yeah.
You're gonna need something to pass the time,
There you go.
and I would bring my Nintendo 3DS.
Nice.
Are we talking you're having like unlimited batteries here, or
like a solar powered generator?
Maybe
okay,
we'll see,
okay,
but
It is a deserted island of our own making.
on a full charge,
that is true.
That's right. On a full
Okay.
charge, I could get a
Forever.
couple days worth at
It could
least.
be like a lost situation where
Yeah, I think I'd find a house somewhere with some electricity.
like
There you go. Okay.
Some friendly natives with some Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I am sure I could pick something up.
Right.
If it was a plane crash, planes have Wi-Fi on them now. I can use that.
That's very true too.
I think you'd be able to find. You wouldn't be there very long if it was a plane with a Wi-Fi.
How long were they on that island for Lost?
I mean, they were in purgatory though,
That's
so
right,
I mean,
yeah.
it wasn't really.
Well, anyway, I'm bringing my 3DS.
I'm bringing it.
I don't care.
Coming with me.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
All right, my number 5, Nintendo 3DS.
All right.
By the way, I have the new Nintendo 3DS XL.
Yeah.
Special order.
Oh, nice.
It's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I should use some of that money for instead of a PlayStation 4. I don't know.
Nope.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
a good idea.
I go back and forth.
PS4 #1 console ever.
I do have the white one, which makes me think of like what potentially could have happened if Sony and Nintendo did work out their differences way back in the day,
Yeah.
and it would just be like this really awesome white console, the Nintendo
Mhm.
PlayStation.
That might be
got
the
that.
NX.
It could be the NX. That would actually be really cool. I would sell all of my consoles for that.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, parachute cord. Because let's face
Yeah.
it, parachute cord is ridiculously utilitarian. You could make nooses with it, or you could
Just in case.
For
you're
hunting
there,
and
too
trap
long,
making.
a little too long.
right, just in case my Nintendo 3DS runs out of battery.
And hope runs
Yeah.
out.
And it's good for just tying things together or strapping things together or
Tourniquets.
tourniquets, right? If you cut yourself on some jagged rocks on the islands or cliffs or something.
Well, fishing with your fishing net.
That's right.
Mhm.
You could use it to bring your hatchet back. You could attach it to the end and throw the hatchet and pull that joker back. So,
While you sit.
right, in your shade. Luxuriate in your palm shade. Hunting animals. So there you go. Parachute cord. It's my number 4.
So the only two things you really need is 5 hatchet, and then 4, which is going to be fire, but it's flint and steel. Because once you start the fire, if you do it right, you can have the fire forever. If you do it right, you just keep the coals. You don't stir them up and extinguish them because they will last all day long, and you can just be real easy to start another fire. But it's flint and steel, a fire starter. Get some kindling, some tinder in there, and start your fire. And then maybe if you somehow get some fish or kill some kind of animal with your hatchet, then there you go. Fire, food, yum. Flint and steel, the thing that I would need on a deserted island. I'm not exactly sure what put me on this island, but if I had to be there, flint and steel is what I would need.
I'm interested since your 2 basic survival things are number 1, are 5 and 4.
Well, yeah,
Right,
the
what
rest
else
are
are you gonna
luxuries.
have?
The rest are luxuries.
I'm just going to call out the copper bust of himself right now.
All right, Gilberto, you're number
I mean, if I
4.
was going forever, then I would bring the copper bust with me and like somehow make a statue, and then people would know, I was here.
You have fire. You can refine metal on the island.
You
Yes.
could.
true.
You really could.
But I just need some ore smelter, and there you go.
All right.
All right.
Fashion an ore smelter with my hatchet.
So, thinking that I'm going to be stuck in this island forever, I'm going to take an unlimited supply of water purifying tablets.
That's impossible.
Leave me alone. Water purifying tablets. A man needs to stay hydrated and needs to be clean.
Gilberto,
What?
if you're on a deserted island, there shouldn't be any diseases in the fresh water.
You just catch rainwater.
But even
Yeah.
if there was a stream, then that would not have Girardi. It would not have really much of anything, so it would be fine to drink.
Yeah.
I know. And
Or
anyway.
you just want.
Can we talk about the bigger issue here,
I
Gilberto?
think he wants to take baths and such.
I do want to take baths and stuff.
Well, you You could do that. What?
This is my island, okay? This is my island.
Get off this
island
island.
is-
Get off
Get
my
off this
island.
island.
Stay on
The
your
island
side of
has
your
dirty
island,
water.
on your island, okay?
Well, I'll be finding my white caps and crystal clear water over here that you could drink out of, and you'll go with your puddle water.
Well, then if you have white caps, then
Come
you're
here.
freezing to death. So leave me
No, it's
alone.
not. Can we? No, not necessarily. Actually,
Exactly.
I feel like you don't know
Thank
that
you.
much about water. Number 2, Kiberto. True or false? Do you drink only bottled water?
Now I do.
Okay. Why? We live in Colorado, man.
I know.
This is where the water starts.
You need to understand something, okay? I grew up in California. The tap water, it
So you're
traumatized
addicted
me.
to spending money on water.
It traumatized me, okay?
You need to get off
Leave
that.
me
man.
alone.
You need to get
You
off
leave
that.
me alone.
Dude. And by the way,
So-
you live next to the Denver water plant. Like, Kiberto. So
This is where it goes off the rails.
Yes.
What ends in California? What ends
How
in
did we get
California?
here?
I don't know.
What river ends in California?
The
Colorado River. Where does that start? The Rocky Mountains.
Canada.
It goes downhill. Well, technically, they have the Canadian Rockies. But this is where the water starts, man. It doesn't get contaminated by the Grand Canyon people,
But you
by
got
your
what do you-
Riverside,
First of all,
whatever.
Lake Dillon is great.
So fresh.
I feel like.
But I am on an island. I'm talking about the island here.
But no,
Just
that's
leave
what
me
I'm saying,
alone.
though.
He just wants a
Your
desalinization
island-
kit.
Right, that is all.
That is all I want. Leave me alone. Okay,
Kiberto,
that was
it's
my
okay
number
to drink
4.
tap water, man. You're not going to get sick here. We're good.
I'm not saying that. Please.
All right, my number 4.
There you go. Thank you.
My number
trying to
4.
Just trying to help.
Just as Kiberto's kind of a freak show about his water, I'm kind of a freak show about the place where I put my head at night. I'm going to need my pillow.
My pillow.
I'm going to need my pillow when I go on a deserted island. You know, I'm not going to be able to sleep if I don't have my pillow.
Make fun of him, Don. Make fun of him.
Make fun of
Your pillow's going to be so dirty after one day. It
doesn't
It's
matter.
not even. You can pick a better. All right,
a
whatever.
Sobakawa pillow?
First of all, you got to use your coat as a
Kick
pillow.
him off your island,
coat-
Craig. Kick him off your island.
Your clothes are going to be your pillow because you're not going to wear clothes.
You
after
won't
like
last
2
on my
days.
island.
Like Lord of the Flies up
No,
in
we're talking
here.
about your island. Your island with pillows.
I
and,
need my pillow.
Someone
video
killed
games and
Piggy.
pillows. I feel like you're going to be dead in like 2 days. Because
I want to
you'll
die
only
with
play-
dignity on my pillow. You know what? I'm going to be playing my 3DS on my pillow, and I'll have a good
I don't
end
think
of the
you
day.
guys have any idea what would actually happen if you were on a deserted island. You would be not alive anymore.
I would be comfortable. I know that.
Right, the last days of Craig's life would be very comfortable.
I would feel clean.
You ever seen the movie Waterworld at the end where the people are like sleeping in their beds and stuff? That's not going to be you guys.
I think you're the
There's
only
gonna
one
be
that
no-
saw that.
Yeah, I think that's
You're
right.
the one viewer.
The one guy.
All right, that's my number 4. It's
All right.
It's not even a great pillow. I just like it. I've gone through a lot of different pillows. I've tried them all, and the situation I've got right now, it works.
Is this a memory foam pillow that we're
I
talking
have
about?
a foam pillow. Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
okay, cool.
Yeah. I need that pillow.
Luxuriousness.
Yes. I'm gonna need it.
Oh, man. All right.
Lilo, you're number 4.
Number 4.
Or you started. You're number 3.
number 3. Okay. So on my deserted island, I would have to have a guarantee that the animal population of insects is non-poisonous and non-venomous.
Okay.
Because screw that.
Exactly.
I do not want the island to fight me. I just want the island to succumb to my will.
So you want it in writing from the bug population.
That's right.
We will not bite you.
All of you little insects will fight each other, not me. You non-poisonous, non-venomous little punks.
All
Good
right.
luck. Good luck with that island.
I know.
believe if you have fire, like some of the insects will be attracted to you, but the ones that you don't want will stay away.
Like moths.
If you have a fire,
Moths will
believe
be
that-
attracted to me.
probably in
Ooh,
like
what's that?
mosquitoes and such. But I think once you start smelling worse than them, they will stay away from you, and that's why you don't need a pillow. Or
Your
desalinization
island
tablets.
is basically an iceberg in Antarctica.
It pretty much is.
At least
But you know what?
If you had a penguin, though, that would be awesome.
Penguin would be awesome.
Yeah,
His name would be Steve.
I would want him to be my butler.
yeah. It's like,
Steve and I
hey,
would go on
penguin,
inventions, right?
Come on, bro.
go give me a fish.
I need you to give me a fish. He would slide down on his belly and he'd bring back a fish. I like where
Yeah.
your head's at, Don.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You would hug him for the mating season.
How
You would
dare
hug
you.
the
How
penguin
dare
for
you.
that
All right,
season.
you keep that egg warm, penguin.
Are you
I'm going to keep
originating-
you warm.
Are you
you go.
originating something, Commander? Because I'm going to get mad at you.
You call me emperor.
All right. So I have my hatchet. I have my, my house. I have my flint and steel. I have my fire. I have my, I have my shelter.
Here comes the luxuries.
And yeah, exactly. Here's the luxuries.
A pillow's not a luxury.
It is a 6-inch boning / fillet knife, so I can get the best cut of a fish or whatever I have.
Wow. That is luxuriousness.
That's luxury.
I don't think you guys understand. I don't think you guys understand what the Maybe I don't understand. I don't know. I thought we were on a deserted island. We're like shipwrecked or something. What like? These are things that you need. These are things in my survival bag. By the way, everything I have here is in my survival bag when I go camping.
It's my hair dryer, and I need it.
I don't know what kind of electricity we're having on this deserted island, but whatever.
One person got
I feel
that.
like there would have been like improvements in your deserted island. It wouldn't be deserted, but whatever. I mean, I don't know. I prepared by reading the book The Pearl for this show and watching Castaway. You
put a lot of thought into this, and I appreciate
yeah, no
that.
kidding.
A fillet knife is absolutely necessary if you're on a deserted island.
If you want to survive, you go to Don's Island.
Do you want to eat bones? Huh? You want to eat bones, Cabetta? You're eating bones.
If he catches a fish.
And your water,
Right,
and by the
his
way,
fish
your
net.
water's going to
Which
taste like iodine if you have that. It's going to be gross. It's going to be disgusting.
Which I will be an expert at after so much time with practicing fishing.
I could eat bone-in fish.
You're gonna
I grew
be
up on
dead.
bone-in fish.
You're going to be dead by the time you are able to catch a fish.
No way, man. This is
What,
my
if
island.
you yeah. I mean, maybe 2 weeks without food, but a couple days without water. I mean,
Infinite lives on this island, dumb.
Exactly.
His island has a trout farm.
All right, fine.
That's a drop off.
Whatever.
They just jump up onto the plates and Caberto eats them.
Yes.
Fresh tilapia
The
on the
freshest
menu.
sushi ever.
All right, you're number 3.
He's mad now. Okay, my number 3 is flint and steel because I do need fire to cook my fish
Look,
that I will
There you
catch
go. He's practical.
with my fishing net.
He just made that on his list
Exactly.
right now, but he
Right, he just wrote that down.
No,
So
I didn't.
whatever.
I didn't. I didn't. No, and this is
whatever, man. We
and
were
I
not,
will be
we
able
were
to
not talking
drink
about
a
flint and steel
nice,
earlier.
fresh glass of water or
Yeah,
you
but
know,
do you know-
Handful of
water. But it will taste good.
Oh, it's so fresh.
I know that.
half a coconut of water.
First of all, you
Yeah.
can make a cup. You can make a cup. It's not that hard. But your water is not going to taste good. It's going to taste bad. Because
Maybe
that
he
stuff
likes
tastes
bad
like
tasting
iodine.
water. He's from California.
He's probably
I'm
used to it.
traumatized, man.
My number 3.
I mean, I don't. What? Like, I know you guys have been camping before, right? Like, come on, man. You guys have never done survival stuff?
I've seen a lot of the survival shows. I've seen the what was it? The Island, the one that just was on this last year, where they had to the one where it was like survive, you had to
Naked and
survive.
afraid.
Nah, I've seen that. I've seen the survive ones. There's a lot of downtime where you have to pass it, and so I thought about that a lot. That's why I brought my 3DS. But I would also bring this. I would bring my Bible, but with a bookmark, a special bookmark that would be a picture of my wife.
Yeah.
I figure I need to spend more time reading the Bible, and I would have a lot of downtime. There'd be no distractions. Maybe fighting off a monkey every once in a while. But I would sit down and I'd have plenty of time to read the Bible, and with no distractions. On the beach, by the ocean, it would be peaceful. It'd be nice. That would be what I do. A Bible with a picture of my wife as a bookmark.
Nice. I can dig it.
Yeah.
Exodus would be my favorite.
This book speaks to me.
And favorite Bob Marley song. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not steal. Okay, I don't know.
There's nothing to steal from. It's a deserted
right.
island.
Yeah.
You're
You have
stealing
free reign.
from God, Kiberta. Stealing from God.
Stealing from God.
Lilo, you're number 2.
Number 2 is a bladed object of some kind: pocket knife, hatchet, tactical knife, 6-inch deboning knife. Just some kind of bladed weapon, because we're civilized people. I don't have to hunt with stone anymore. I can hunt with a knife, or
a fishing net.
or a fishing net, right? Or if you backtrack, far enough back in the Filipino lineage, hunting with yo-yos is a thing. Look it up.
Hunting with yo-yos.
Yeah, yo-yos is actually a Filipino
Like
invention.
real yo-yos? Like
Yeah, like legit yo-yos was considered a hunting tool. Wow. Yeah, invented by the Filipinos. I think we killed Magellan with it. Just kidding. I don't think that's true. No.
really ate that joke up.
Right. And Magellan's crew
No,
too.
no, I'm not laughing at that. No.
Hey man, he invaded our country.
I know. I got
Gave
you.
us Catholicism and food. Yes, a bladed object, just to aid in hunting and sustaining myself, and fighting off those dastardly poisonous insects. Because I know we will have a verbal agreement,
They'll
but
break
they will
that treaty.
break that.
Yeah,
They'll
will.
break that treaty at the first chance.
Traders.
Traitors.
I think your fishing net would be better if you used it to keep bugs away from you than use it to fish, because I feel like you wouldn't be able to fish it.
It depends on the
I
size
don't
of the
understand how
net.
big this fishing net's going to be.
Are you
put
doubting-
it in your backpack?
Are you doubting the equipment or the person you wielding it?
I'm doubting the both, because how big of a fishing net do you need to do this?
I don't know, man. Maybe
Exactly.
I'm fishing for shrimp.
Wow,
What kind of island are
Right.
you on? There's monkeys, there's penguins.
That's your island, man.
Come
You live
on.
on a
Shrimp.
glacier.
Your island sounds depressing.
It
Don.
does.
Because I have fire and shelter and food.
Well, if Gilberto's island sounds like Red Lobster, then I want mine to be like Outback Steakhouse.
There you go.
I'm gonna need a steak
But
knife for my food.
then you really have poisonous stuff if you want to live in the outback, man. That's good.
Scorpion.
That
No,
island's
the
trying to
steakhouse,
kill you.
Outback Steakhouse.
That island
not
is trying to
the
kill you.
Outback. Because yes, that island is trying to kill
There's
you.
no rules there.
By the way,
It's just right.
nobody ever
Just
told
right.
us if koalas were nice or not. We posed that question a month ago.
Oh, that's right.
I have not figured it out. Also,
If koalas are nice,
yeah, because I've seen them like hugging people, but then I've also like seen various entertainment areas where they make them to seem mean as a
Right.
Family Guy, and I don't know. So anyway, my number 2.
Drop bears.
like Craig and them were saying, and me and Craig actually have the same thing, except for not the Bible. It is books. I will keep books because you got to do something during the day. You got to have downtime. You don't want to overexert yourself on a deserted island because you don't know how you got to conserve your energy, whatever, blah blah blah. So I will have books, maybe classic books, maybe
Nice.
The Giver.
Okay.
The Giver is a very I won the Pulitzer. It was a very book that makes you think a lot.
Like the Bible.
You're not
Like
you're not
the
familiar with The
Bible.
Giver? Hello?
What?
You're not familiar with The Giver?
I've seen the previews for the movie.
Yeah, I've never actually read The Giver.
Liberto is a giver of water.
I am
On
a
his
giver.
island.
The
So if you
water that tastes like iodine, that tastes like gross, disgusting chlorine. Go ahead.
It is clean water though.
No, I don't want to drink that water. I want to drink that water. I would,
Okay.
whatever.
You're
So-
number
I feel
2.
like you've never purified water before.
So this is my number 2. My number 2
I don't
is
understand.
we all need a blade of some kind, and I would actually take a machete. So since it's
It's pronounced machete.
Machete.
machete, pues
Machete.
machete. So I would take a machete with me for food, for protection, for to make my shelter. Because these are really weak trees, and I could use the wood off of that. So, machete is my number 2.
Nice. My mom once chased a burglar out of our house with a machete.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah. It's because my mom is hardcore.
That
There
is
you go.
awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
Protection.
scary.
Don't rob from my mom.
No.
That's awesome.
My number 2 is along the same lines. We're all kind of having the same ones here because we want to survive. And so my number 2, I wrote it down as hunting devices. But specifically, I wrote down 2 things. One, I would have an axe for cutting down trees and cutting plants and such, but also and breaking coconuts, because I feel like I'm gonna need to break coconuts. Because on all those Survivor shows, that's the first thing they do. They climb up the trees, they shake the trees, they get coconuts, and they drink it.
Yep.
So I feel like an axe would make that expedite that process quite a bit.
Would you purify coconut water, Kiberto?
No, it tastes good.
Oh.
Yeah, I would make my bowls
probably
and my
more
glasses
bacteria,
out
right.
of coconut.
There's probably more bacteria in that
swimwear.
coconut water
Yeah.
than in the water, fresh water on the island.
I would also my number 2 thing under the hunting devices would be a bow and arrow. I would bring a bow and arrow.
That's a good call.
I could hunt small animals, stationary ones, because I'm not a good shot. And
Don't move.
Yeah. Hey, you pig over there. But it brings up a good question. Would I eat these animals?
Yeah, I was going to say, at what point would you break your vegetarian?
Yeah,
Well, maybe
There's
for
Oh, man, you would be a carnivore. Your hunger would be.
There's some
huge.
situational ethics that are going on here.
very
I would
true.
have it. I don't know at what point I would necessarily use it, but
would you use it to cover yourself, like make your your walls or your
Like
roof
clothing or something?
Yeah, like clothing.
like have a deerskin outfit.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I might.
There you go.
It would be sad though, just to use it for the skin and not the meat.
That's true.
You know.
Your Native American forefathers would be very sad.
They would be.
Cry.
They would cry that
They would.
singular tear
It would.
as they
So that would be my.
Like when Kiberto throws away his bottled water bottles.
I would do axe and bow and arrow.
Craig laughed at that.
I
Thanks,
did.
Craig.
Yeah. That's my number 2.
Nice. All right. Number ones. Oh, and honorable mentions. Okay, so honorable mentions. Compass, because I don't know how big this island is, and I want to know which way I'm going. Flint and steel, which was mentioned by other folks. Flares for shooting into the sky and signaling that I'm on this island.
Possible retrieval at some point.
Right. Or, fire starting if my flint runs out or gets wet or something.
Yeah.
Or just for fireworks to celebrate the 4th.
Right. I think it's the 4th of July. I don't remember.
Or totally have a day counter like the guys do in prison.
Yes.
One notch on the
Yeah.
tree or whatever.
Or the guy or
Don't
Tom Hanks from Castaway.
Like, yeah. That would go crazy.
Right.
What day is it?
And then last honorable mention.
Well, I would know because I have the internet, so that'd be good.
It's not a dessert.
Oh,
island.
it's Thursday.
not a dessert.
Sweet.
island.
It's a restaurant
I
called
feel
the
like
Deserted Island.
I feel like when your pillow gets rained on, you're like, pick me up, I'm out of here.
I would have a shelter because I have an axe.
I'm
I
out.
can make me a shelter.
Right. And then my last honorable mention is a never-ending supply of Coronas or rum, a la
Yeah.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, we can't do that here.
Captain Jack Sparrow only drinks rum straight up. That's all I know.
That's right.
That's right. Savvy.
That would make the time go by better.
It
You're right.
would.
Yeah.
It would.
If you just spent it drunk, you'd never know.
And
You would never know, man. It would be the 4th of July every day. I would run out of flares immediately.
And fingers.
Yeah.
Right. I believe tonight's the 4th of July.
Look like Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. So then my actual number one, to bring my list full circle, I would have Bear Grylls.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bear Grylls
Yeah.
would be in my other backpack.
Yeah.
He would pop out because not only does he have the survival techniques to survive on this island, but he would also have a camera crew, a helicopter, and an ATV that we can escape this
Satellite.
devastating island. And we would be on the Nature Show or Discovery Channel, and we would be famous.
I feel like if you just had MacGyver, he would probably eat you.
My guy,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he would probably eat me before we would create some
Yell
explosives.
Yeah.
at you that he was just an actor. And
Yeah. Like, this was scripted. It was scripted.
Right. I'll eat your bones, boy.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, right. So yes, Bear Grylls would be my number one thing to have with me on a deserted island.
All right.
All right.
Yes.
Don, let's hear yours.
So I've been trying to figure out what we should call our followers, and in every single synonym is the word sycophant, but I know that we
What?
cannot call it that. But sycophant, thanks internet, you're not helping at all today. And all right, so honorable mentions. Now is where you get off the rails because I didn't want to go crazy because, I mean, on a deserted island, there's nothing here. There's no resources for you to use, such as, by the way, MacGyver's 65 years old. Children, Wiley, Quinn, Anna Rose, and Anderson. There you go. Wiley. That'd be a funny name. What's so funny? Anyway, all right. Honorable mentions. I'll have a generator, which I don't know how that's going to get on this deserted island. I would have a TV and a PS4 because, there you go. And
You might as well go with a 3DS.
by the way, did you know Richard Dean Anderson was on network television last year on something called Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23?
He was on that show?
Yeah.
Huh.
One episode.
The bee from Apartment 23 is now Jessica Jones for all you
Oh,
Netflix
yeah. she's a bad girl in that show.
All right, what's your number one, Don?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just trying to say since 19 whatever. Man, telling you, MacGyver had a tough one after MacGyver. You can't get away from MacGyver though. That's the problem. I would have PS4, I would have candy, and I would also have insulin because of the candy.
You can't have one without the other.
Exactly. So, my number one, and this will ensure my survival, if I could just hunt and and maybe you don't want to waste the meat that you're getting from this monkey or pig or fish, whatever, and that would be salt, because salty meat. But there's a fine line, because you too much salt, you're going to die because you're over salty, and you won't be able to drink enough water, and your body chemistry will get out of whack. But salt to preserve meat, to have protein, just in case you get hurt or you can't catch anything for a while. But salt to preserve the meat. That would be my number one thing that I would need on a deserted island, so I could eat food. Salt.
Awesome. So
Gotta go. See you guys next week.
So my honorable mentions are a skillet, because I need to cook something, or I could cook on a rock, but I don't really want to do that.
Well, yeah, if you're
what's wrong with a
purifying
rock?
your
As long
water,
as
you
you-
can't cook on a
As long
rock.
as there's
Yeah,
dirt on it,
exactly.
it's fine.
You get
Then-
some clean water with this fish. You need to cook it in a skillet.
That's right.
Exactly. I'm going through all that trouble. Come on.
Your
So
spice rack, your herbs.
at least some salt and pepper.
I want to go to you guys' islands. Because it's like a sandals resort. It's like
Club Med on
Exactly.
Camberto's Island.
Lilo's has celebrities, so
That's true. It's like Ibiza where I'm at.
it's like Sandals by Lilo.
Richard Dean Anderson might actually be on a deserted island. We don't know. Nobody's heard from him since 2010 when he did Stargate Universe. 6 episodes.
Also,
Oh my gosh.
if I feel like I want to be at this deserted island, and so I would also take building tools, because I want to make this as more comfortable than it already is. And
Of course.
of course. And but my number one is antibiotics.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
actually pretty smart.
Thank you. Antibiotics.
Yeah, but that's only going to work one time, because if your body gets used to antibiotics, what happens the second time you get sick?
Never-ending supply of
They all have
antibiotics.
to be different.
They have to be
Do you
different.
understand?
Yeah.
Craig's a microbiologist. You cannot just have one antibiotics. You
Well,
can have,
hey, you know what? I have like a universal cure for something.
That's
so.
why there's a different flu shot every year.
Yeah, I have.
If I'm told that all of you guys will all die. I will be alive. I will be the leader of our new nation, deserted island. And
Of penguins!
First of
Of
all,
penguins!
Right.
and people will know me because I have my statue there. And you will have to
penguins.
worship me like Joel Osteen. Thank you.
My honorable mentions. Let's wrap this up. I've got a first aid kit with some antibiotic ointment, because I feel like you'd get a lot of minor cuts and scrapes,
Right.
and those. I would hate to die a slow death
Yeah.
of gangrene,
Yes, that'd be awful.
So,
Cutting off body
especially
parts.
an antibiotic ointment would be great. But my number one thing, it would be high. it would be hard for me to live without these things. And I feel like I could make them in this way on this island. I would need seeds. I would need seeds of pinto beans, of flour, of wheat.
What? I was just going to say, that's a very practical thing that you could put in your backpack that gets blown off the aircraft that will survive
I need seeds.
falling into the ocean.
And I would plant them, and I would harvest, and I would have a nice dinner of beans and tortillas, and I would sleep well on my pillow with
While
my
playing
3DS, and I'd have my Bible there. It would be great.
Craig's actually got like a good living room.
Yeah, man, I'm good.
See, one of those things is very practical.
So awesome. So awesome.
I'd have a bearskin rug.
There you go.
Now you're killing bears.
Right.
You have to get a heart shot if you shoot a bear with a bow and arrow, man. I'm just letting you know that.
True. You gotta
I
be
got more than
dead
one
on.
arrow.
Right.
He's got hunting.
But how are you
tools, remember?
shooting? How fast are you going to be? You going to be Robin Hood? Like,
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be a Hawkeye from the Avengers, man.
I will have lots of practice.
We'll have lots of time in
He has
between
an-
3DS sessions
Yeah.
Yes, to
to
practice.
practice.
just the thing is, for you to learn these skills, it's going to take a while. You're not going to be killing bears the second day on the island after you don't even know
I
where
feel-
you're sleeping or what kind of
Yeah, I'll
animal
get-
moves when.
I'll get the stupid ones first. Like the
You
dumb,
also know
the pig was one leg.
You
I
also
got
know
that guy.
you have to
I got
hunt
him
in the
first.
middle of the night because all these animals are nocturnal.
Yeah, we got this.
You will sleep during the day and be awake at night to hunt.
That's okay.
All right.
I'll play 3DS during the day.
You know,
That's right.
You got all right. You guys do you. I'll do me. I mean, I guess island people in the Pacific nations turn to cannibalism at some point too. So you know what? Whatever.
Fact.
This would be a good question for our rankers, or whatever we're calling them. Our rank people, rank folk.
I like Republic.
Rooters.
The
Rank 'em up,
Republic of
Republic.
Rank.
Rank 'em up, Republic.
Maybe we don't want to be called the Republic of Rank.
Yeah. Who would survive the longest? And actually, who would be the most comfortable? Because I'm sure I would. Although, Lilo, you would have people catching your stuff
man,
for you.
That's
The
true.
problem
I
is
have
the
a
most-
I
video
have a trout
crew.
farm.
The
Yeah.
most comfortable is probably the worst off though, because these animals that you're hunting are not comfortable. They are surviving. They're wild animals. You have to think of yourself as a wild animal.
Yeah, but Bear Grylls will have an ATV.
That's
Yeah,
true.
man.
Bear Grylls, but Bear Grylls is a wild animal. He eats stuff that nobody would eat.
That's
I got
very
pillow.
true.
Not even Dave Chappelle on Joe Rogan show.
Don, how can they tell us whose is the best list here?
All right. First of all, go to Twitter at RankEmUp. You can agree with me, and also if you want to come join me on the island where we will survive and grow into the new society. Twitter at RankEmUp. RAN.
The special race.
I'd rather be alive and be a special race than be dead like all of you if you drink your iodine water. Go to Facebook and like the
Raves
show
with
page.
celebrities.
Well, you need. What about glow sticks? Nobody said glow sticks.
He's got flares.
I have flares.
Like put those.
And not only the real ones, but also the breakdance move.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Go to YouTube. You'll watch a whole archive where somehow today I am the rational one. Everybody else is insane. But in every other show, it's opposite.
This
so
has really
there you go.
been a good change of pace.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I'm glad. All right. I'm glad we did this one. So subscribe on YouTube. You can go look at the whole archives. Subscribe on iTunes and subscribe on Stitcher. And I think the shows will show up for you in your selected podcast app. And you don't even have to worry about looking them up anymore. They'll just show up for you. They give you a little notification, and here you go. You get one Rational Don show for every 21. So that means the next one should be around July when we talk about how to cook something without I don't know, how to camp, how to make a shed or something, how to build something. And then we'll get crazy ideas from everybody else. So there you go.
All right. Well, this has been fun. Thank you. Let us know what you think at Rank 'em Up on Twitter. For Lilo, for Don, for Kev Berto, I'm Craig. This is Rank 'em Up.